life abandoned. Found a world of wonder. That is where I found you. Lonely. Waiting for the May Queen.
Well, I would like to say thank you to Barry for filming, first of all, our exhibition, which was on the 19th of March last week. And maybe I would just say who's present here. This is Gordon Syron and Tania Searle, Barry Ion, and should I say Doctor?
You could say Dr. Thomas.
Dr. Tania, Tania Searle, and Barry Ion, and Dr. Jenny Fraser.
And Doctor too.
And shall I say Professor Jason, we're all distinguished here. Professor Jason Rudy from the University of Maryland flew in, and Jenny flew in from Brisbane. Tania, you flew in from Adelaide just for Gordon's exhibition. And we're honored, aren't we, Barry, to have these distinguished people at the table.
Well, I have, in the acknowledgement of my thesis, I wrote that I could not have written a thesis respectfully without being inducted into the world of Aboriginal affairs by Uncle Gordon. And everything you taught me, yeah.
Look at Gordon, he's going.
Yeah. You taught me a lot.
Good.
Someone's got to do it.
He probably taught you how to be angry.
And it taught me to understand why he was angry. Yeah. Yeah. Remember, sometimes you'd get angry and you'd be like this in the red coats and I'd say, do you want a cup of tea, Uncle? And then that would give me an opportunity to scoot out and then come back and change the conversation. Calm down.
Sometimes I would just start crying and he would get even more frustrated, like,
and you'd say, oh, Gordon, stop it.
I've heard that.
Few swear words.
So we've been talking since 2018, I believe.
Wow.
Well, it was actually a little before that, but you invited me to write this book in 2018.
Yes.
And then I visited you both in 2019 on Magnetic Island, and it's been
a whole week there, too, really.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a real
So
adventure.
And Gordon was verbal.
Yeah. So the next step is that I'm going to be taking all of the interviews and materials I've been gathering and writing this book, and also talking to a publisher. So as we've been discussing, having an agreement among the three of us is necessary, so a publisher knows that I have
Permission.
Permission, authorization.
And grateful to it too. Gratitude.
Well, I think we're all
To spend your own money, and we've never given you a penny. You got grants or whatever yourself, and if you didn't get a grant, I'm sure it was just your own money. And I appreciate that.
Well, this is a really important project to me, and I'm grateful to have been welcomed into this world and to be entrusted to write this story. And I'm so excited to have a year on sabbatical coming up so that I can dedicate my time to finishing it. So we've been working with Delwyn. What is her last name?
Delwyn Everard.
Everard.
Yeah, she was the senior solicitor at the Arts Law Center, and a best friend since the time that we were a bit homeless. And she was involved in the Redford Shed and the cataloging and different contracts, and gave us a lot of advice for free all the time. And we even stayed at her home, and her husband's a barrister, and she lives in Perth now. So she just finished completed the contract for us for the
Yep.
to do the book correctly, according to Australian law and American.
Yep. And it authorizes this book to reproduce images of the paintings, of Elaine's photographs, and to recount interviews, stories. It also gives you authorization to take away anything. If I write anything that they would prefer not to be in there, then I'm obligated to remove. I hope that I can't imagine that will be the case.
No,
but,
Jason is so sensitive.
but-
for instance, we're not going to discuss Liz too much, and things like that. So,
No, there are many things that don't need to be there.
we can put it in the film.
Well, that's another issue. But
Yeah, Mary's doing a film.
yeah. But in any case, it was important to me to make sure that the two of you knew from the beginning that you were going to have the ability to control what is published because it's your story and that is as it should be. So this document sets all of that out very clearly, and and then there's a lot of legal language that I don't fully understand.
This is historical.
It also is an acknowledgement of Indigenous cultural and intellectual property, and my acknowledging that as insofar as that is in this work, I need to adhere to protocols that kind of go along with that. So it's, I think it's a good document, and I'm really happy that we're going to be able to sign this, and that then when I approach a publisher, I can have this to say, look, this is legitimate, this is the real thing, and I don't think any publisher would work with me without a document like this, or at least they shouldn't.
She didn't, no one didn't just draw it up quickly. It's been going on for quite a few months.
Yeah, well,
from the first draft.
Yep. Yep.
And I should add, I said Barry's making a film. Jenny's already made a film that went all over the world, even China and America.
I showed that to Adrian before the thing, and he said he'd never seen your place in Magnetic Island before. So that was nice for him to see Gordon and you in your natural habitat there with your koalas.
And how Gordon painted straight on the walls.
Yeah. So that was just a fun film, but you've had so many documentaries made about you. It's not funny. You're like the Kardashians.
Yeah, but you've got so many footage. You got footage. That was just like a little doco.
Yeah.
But it really was.
Do you remember when we went to NITV and that guy there, I forgot his name now, he's quite arrogant.
Kieran. Yeah.
And he said, so, well, what material have you got that we haven't already done about Gordon and Elaine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, well, we're working on new stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of new stuff.
Yeah.
Gordon's not painting anymore, but we're digging up.
Not what anymore?
Painting.
You haven't painted since 2022 because you had cataracts in your eyes and everything was out of focus. But you've had one eye has had an operation now, and so you can see okay. And you still need one on the other one.
Wow. Well, you know.
Well, you told me too. And you just had a very successful exhibition. Just one day last week now
Where?
at Adrian's Gallery.
Yeah.
Would you like to paint again?
Sometimes.
With your eyeballs.
Keeps me sane.
Keeps you sane.
When your other eye's fixed, or you're all right now?
I'm
Just
all right.
with one. Yeah, that'd be nice.
And can we talk about that you sold Judgment by Its Peers
Me too.
to the National Gallery. And you get a thrill every time we talk about it again, over and over and over. That's where Wally Caruana was. Used to be.
Wally's gone though.
Yeah, it's long gone.
Yeah, he's still working in the Aboriginal community as an art advisor somewhere. I Googled him.
Probably,
I learned how to Google. I was hopeless at the computer, wasn't I?
Pretty good on email.
Yeah, but that was recent too. I wrote letters.
It's good that we can communicate more easily now. It makes a big difference. Yeah.
So, and we sold paintings we sold some paintings at the exhibition. On Saturday they sold, Saturday was yesterday. Friday they sold a women's circle painting for $8,000.
No.
And some other ones were sold too. That's just the only one that I know that they told me. Dimpson bought a painting. Do you remember Dimpson?
Dimpson bought one. When?
At the exhibition. While it was on, she took Adrian upstairs and bought one. The wildflowers with
How much did
berries.
she spend?
I have no idea, Gordon. I haven't even talked to Adrian about what they sold and what they haven't. I'm just not interested. I was just so interested in all the photos and everything that's been happening. He's putting it on his website, all the photos that people are sending in. So that's what we've been working on the last few days. And I've just been trying to catch up with people that are flying out. Like last night. Tania didn't see it yet. You did. We spent the evening with Michelle, Blakeney, and Jenny.
So shall we sign
Yes.
this?
What, are you going to read it? Or should we
it's
just
quite
sign
long.
4 pages.
I mean,
it? If it's that many pages, maybe we...
it's,
I have read it.
Yeah, and I'm happy to.
Yeah, let's sign
Okay,
it
so
right
I
now
think,
on the...
what I think is appropriate is to initial at the bottom of each page and then sign at the end. So.
What is it?
This is the contract for Jason to publish the book about you and your artwork. And Delwyn drew it all up, and you can trust Delwyn and me. And you can trust Jason.
Copy.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a copy of it. And we're going to sign it.
Oh.
All right. So you
are.
can start.
Okay.
Just put in one of the boxes below. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's just to show that we've all agreed to each page. I only know this from buying a house where there were like 50 pages and I had to do that on the bottom of each one.
I'm just putting an X where you sign it, okay? I'm putting an X in the little place where you sign.
Or I will sign.
Have you signed there?
Yeah, so then you would sign here.
What's this we're signing?
This is for the book that I'm writing about you and Elaine. So it's an agreement so that we all agree on how the book is going to be done.
Uh-huh.
I have to do mine twice because I didn't write the middle name and now I see it's printed. So that's okay.
Yep.
And I'll just,
When are you going to do the book?
I'm working on it now, and I'm hoping it'll be finished in about a year and a half.
okay. So if you sign right there, Gordon, see the X right there?
Up there.
Right up at the top, right where the X is, right there.
See?
Yeah, just. See the X down there? Just the initials.
See?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Might be better to have an American book instead of an Australian one.
Might be true.
Jeff McMullen said he was gonna brainstorm with me about publishers.
Oh, yeah.
I think having some help from him could be a really good thing.
Well, you want to publish it in Australia.
See the X?
I'm
The
open
X
to
X.
different possibilities. Any press I work with, I would like. I think it's important that they have distribution in both Australia and the United States.
So expensive
Yeah,
postage.
yeah. So,
Fuel.
so the idea is to talk with different
One more.
presses and figure out
See the X?
what will be best for the
Next to
whole
that.
project.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And he has some more experience with that than I do, so
Right,
I'm
yeah.
happy to take advice from him.
Yeah, you got the whole.
Okay, wonderful. And then this is the second one.
We could sign ours later.
Well, let's do it. I think you should do it now just to have it.
How about if we do the back page now?
Okay.
And then we'll do the X. We won't forget.
Okay.
Just up at the top.
They say that UQ Press is like a blackfella friendly.
Yeah, I love
Kind
the
of.
work they've done, and if I go the route of an academic press, they would be my top choice
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. They do beautiful books.
Well, there's not many like user friendly ones in Queensland, definitely.
Yeah,
Or
So this
even
is our
that
copy
many.
to keep
Yeah.
one.
I have some
This is our
friends
copy.
at
Yeah, when you do
UQ
the
also,
contract.
so
Okay.
it's thank you.
Yeah, I went to your talk there.
Oh right, of course you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Anna Johnston and Maggie Olin are. I think if I went that route, that would be good to get some help from them. Yeah, but I agree. They've done a whole series in kind of Australian Indigenous writers, and
Yeah.
so I would be thrilled to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I think what Jeff was saying is that a more commercial press, if it's possible, could be quite a big thing.
Right.
So he said, you might at least try and see if that's possible, and then if it's not, okay, then go some another route. Like I've only ever published with academic presses, and that means in a good way. Like I know how to work with an academic press. I am a little intimidated by like Simon and Schuster or something big like that. That's not. But if it's possible to publish that route, I mean that would be a big deal, and I would love for that to happen if it's possible.
To have a commercial market.
Yeah.
So a lot of art books in Australia, they end up in liquidators because no one cares about art in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, people have big dreams that get throw away
Uh-huh.
results. I'm just warning you, I'm not trying to depress you.
No, I know.
I prefer liquidators myself. They're affordable.
But we're going to back it up with a film.
Yeah, good.
And
both.
at different times, Barry has said he wanted you to come on board, but we were busy doing your PhD, and then you just seem to have one project after another. But you have footage, but
Yeah.
so what we need to do is get a grant
Yeah.
that could help you to work on that project, and then
Yeah, possibly.
like
All the
SB.
same, yeah, because, we've still got to eat and
Yeah,
live
yeah,
and
pay the
stuff,
rent.
and-
Yeah.
and so,
Yeah.
Or we might get a red coat grant
Yeah.
from London or somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody that cares about history and colonization. The true story.
Yeah, they have good publishers in the UK, and they might be more user friendly than Australia.
Jenny, what did you do your PhD on?
I did it on like how you can heal with creative projects, like fill your spiritual void. But I ended up writing more about cultural apartheid.
Okay.
It's more reality.
Mm-hmm.
You can't heal if you live in a toxic art world.
Jenny's also an expert in bush medicine.
Oh.
Every time something goes wrong, like just anything, she has a
What do
herbal.
you do for a spider bite?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's hard to access in Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah.
I woke up with it. This is very small. It was quite large.
Oh wow!
Did you see the
That's
spider?
nasty.
Is it a white tip?
I have no idea what it was.
Usually the white tip gets worse every day, so if it's getting better, that's
It's getting
good
better.
sign.
Yeah. It was quite. It really was itchy, and it was quite large, and I was a little bit worried about it. But it has shrunken. This is day 3, and it's about half the size as it was originally. So
How did you know it was a spider?
I don't know for sure, but I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
And I showed it to a friend last night. I was at dinner with him and his partner, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's a
That's a spider.
spider bite." And he said, if it's numb, that he said, if it starts kind of numbing, that I might need to go and get an antibiotic. But so far, that's not been a problem. This is my 15th time in Australia, and this is the first time I've had something like this.
You can go on social media and say, "Hey, it's not that bad."
Yeah.
What nationality are you?
I'm American.
You're Yankee.
I am. I'm a Yankee. I live in the state of Maryland.
Which has been in the news a lot.
For what?
Champion.
No, Maryland's a blue state. No, Maryland is. I'm surrounded by people who cannot stand Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, I meant it's been in the
Oh, the
news a
United
lot.
States as a whole. Yeah.
I meant, yeah.
Yeah, the states as a whole, sure.
It's near Washington, D.C.
Yeah, it's been nice to get away from that for a little bit.
Yeah,
Not excited to go back.
I can imagine. It's a good time to be here.
To be out of the country, yeah.
As long as you can get back.
Yeah, I'm not the sort that they are discriminated against. At least not yet.
Oh no, I mean just for the fuel prices, like
Oh.
you get landed. Yeah.
But you've already got your return.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I have a trans daughter who is not white, and I do have real concerns about how she is going to fare. And she's also an immigrant, so she kind of ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, it's not good. Winding back the rights that were really hard fought for.
Yep. Yeah, but people are furious, and I do think it's just a matter of time, and we're gonna change it back. So.
The
A lot of-
pendulum always swings.
I've seen them, obviously you've all seen the comments on social media, and I've noticed a lot of Americans they're really starting to voice it right now. And
Yeah.
people are actually saying, we can't wait to see the 21st century version of the Nuremberg trials.
Yep. I mean, people are very aware and organizing, and yeah, we have another at the end of the month, Saturday. I think it's the last Saturday of March. There's another No King's Day that should be across the whole country. Massive protests, and these are. I've been going to all of them, and it's so important to go out and see everybody. Everyone is furious, and it's, because you don't want to be sitting in your house thinking, why isn't anyone else upset, right? But you go out and there are hundreds of thousands, actually millions of people across the country protesting, and Okay.
Yeah, because it seems that way because nothing's happening, is it? Like, I've thought that too. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
why aren't there really decent Americans who have some clout
Yep.
doing something? Why aren't they? Why isn't he in handcuffs and being thrown into a paddy wagon? You know, and I suppose they're working, but they've got to do it in a way that's.
The first, in terms of national politics, the first thing that can happen is in November we can elect a Democratic Congress, and then they will have the power to investigate and resist everything that the White House is doing. So
I hope they investigate the Supreme Court too.
well, that's unlikely, but just having a Democratic
Look at
Congress
that.
will. Oh, good.
It's from Delwyn Everard,
Yeah.
right when we signed it. And she said, I'm so pleased that we finally reached an agreement and I can hardly wait to see the book in print. But it's just odd that it came right when we signed it, like 2 minutes ago or something. It's nice. She's a good friend.
That's nice synchronicity.
The way I'm imagining it is that it's a history of the Indigenous civil rights movement in Australia
Yeah, great.
that uses Gordon's story and Elaine's story as kind of touchstones
Great.
to tell a larger story about the fight for civil rights in Australia.
Great, yeah.
Because I see them both as visionaries and, warriors in that battle.
Yeah,
And I think the story of civil rights here in Australia is importantly distinct from civil rights movements in other countries. So, and I don't think many people outside Australia know all that much about it. I don't think all that many people in Australia
don't know
right?
about it.
So I think the story, just the civil rights story, needs to be told more.
Yeah.
But it can be a bit more gripping in a personal way if it's focalized through painting and photography and these two life stories. So that's the idea of the book.
I think it's interesting, though, that Jason, every time he comes, he goes to the Mitchell Library and searches through all
my
these.
goodness.
He's found all these articles.
Hours and hours
The
and
year
hours.
that Gordon came out of prison, they did something about you can't have the death penalty.
No.
Explain.
So prior to 1982, in New South Wales, if someone was convicted of murder, a judge had no discretion and was forced to give a life sentence to that person. In 1982, the New South Wales government changed that law to give a judge discretion for a lighter sentence if there were mitigating circumstances around the death. So it seems to me very important. It's not a coincidence that that law is changed early in 1982, and then later in the year Gordon is released. It seems like there's a whole pivot to having a different understanding that not all crimes are the same, and therefore don't deserve the same punishment. So yeah,
And I
there's
think
also a big report released showing concretely the degree to which Indigenous Australians are imprisoned at rates just like ridiculously beyond any other group
Incarceration.
in the entire world.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of shame that is attached to that for Australia, and that happens at the same time as this like granting of discretion to judges. And it makes sense that someone who already served 10 years, who was a model prisoner, who was already exhibiting art in this really important way, like it makes sense that he was released.
yeah. And you know what else is that in America, the prisons are full of black people. And do they have that law there? Because they still have the death penalty.
It's state by state.
See, so
State by state.
Yeah, it's not a national thing.
Pardon?
It's not national, so it depends on what state you're in.
yeah, like Texas is still
Texas is awful.
Yeah.
Florida, where I'm from.
My state has fairly progressive laws. I volunteer in a women's prison in Maryland. I run a book club.
Oh, cool.
So I've been doing that since 2017, I go in every month, and we talk about a novel, and I've become pretty friendly with a lot of the women. Some of them get out, and then I'm friends with them outside.
Oh, that's
But some
wonderful.
of them have been in there for the
He
whole
never,
time.
Jason never told me that.
Yeah, it's really important to me, and it has shaped part of the way I think about this project, because every month I'm going into a prison and hearing stories, and do you know about these this Colonia Cosme? So there's a group of white Queenslanders in the 1880s who are furious that the policies don't discriminate against enough, and they're also really anxious that a lot of immigrants are coming from Asia. The language that they use is so similar to the language that the far right uses now in the United States, right? They say, these immigrants are coming, they're taking jobs from working class white people. That's ridiculous. Anyways, they buy a tract of land in the jungle in Paraguay, and they buy a ship, and there's over 200 of them. They sail. These are basically white supremacist, teetotaling Christians, and they go and they found a colony in the middle of the jungle in Paraguay, where they have no idea how to survive, because the agriculture in the middle of the jungle there is completely different from what they're familiar with in Queensland. So they have to rely on the help of the local indigenous people who are in that region of South America, it's the Guarani. So there's this ongoing tension where they're like these isolationist white supremacists, and yet they're going to die unless they get the help from the indigenous people. Anyways, they publish a newspaper starting in the late 1880s, and I got a digitized copy of the whole thing, and it's one of my projects, is just because it's such a weird, messed up thing, and I'm drawn to that kind of strange, wow, how could you possibly be so messed up, right? That's, if I ask that question, I'm like, well, then I want to kind of try to answer it, but it's, so that's just all to say, Queenslanders can be really messed up.
One of the biggest protests in the country was anti-Chinese in Brisbane.
Okay.
And it never had a history of protesting before that. That's how full on they were.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Gonna go?
Next door.
We're going to go next door and have a drink and
What is next door?
Oh,
Penny's-
it's a
Penny's
really
Farm.
nice restaurant where they make barbecued
Where's
Brussels
that?
sprouts and they have baby carrots on the barbecue,
Oh,
but they're
where's
tiny little
the restaurant here?
Let's do
and
that.
Here.
So
That's
Elaine,
snacks.
I am
not sure,
really
I
exhausted,
Okay.
and I also need to pack
Auntie Elaine
because my
is-
apartment is like a cyclone.
okay, we can excuse you.
Okay.
You're excused.
Thank you. But this week has been really incredible.
Yeah.
There was this a game I used to play when I was a child. It was called Mother May I, and Mother May I take a giant step, and you take a giant step, but it goes really fast, and all of a sudden, if you don't say Mother May I, take a giant step, and everybody takes a giant step, and you lose out. You have to keep saying Mother May I, and it's so sweet. May I be excused? It's a lovely game, an American game that I taught my children.
It's good to see you.
It's really good to see you.
I
Good to
apologise
see you.
for asking you if this was for your PhD.
Ah.
You were an associate professor.
No, I'm happy to be imagined as being young. Turned
Younger.
51 recently, and which doesn't actually feel that old, but still, happy to be imagined as a PhD student.
Great.
And we'll figure out a time we can talk more.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
And Jason's coming back in February.
Okay.
Yep.
And we might have a bedroom in our house now because Jason did stay with us at Magnetic Hall. We had an extra bedroom. We had a lot of extra vegetables, didn't we, Johnny?